Welcome to the Floor Chapstick Podcast, home to the slightly less masculine Rosie O'Donnell and the slightly more feminine Rufus the Naked Mole Rat from Kim Possible. Let's get after it.
Wow, that was great. All right, everyone. Well, welcome to episode 15, where we don't have a topic this week, so we're just gonna fucking start talking and see what we get.
Yeah, we're just gonna go. We were rolling before the camera started, so hopefully things kind of work, and hopefully this time I remember to not forget to record it on the camera.
No, like the last, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes of the episode last week was
I
just
think it was
us
like 5.
talking. Yeah, 5, whatever.
It's just something that we'll have to get used
Or Phil or something.
until I get the
Yeah.
because they sell remotes that like control the shutter.
remote? Dude, you look like Eminem ate Eminem.
Sorry, I was hungry.
Like,
You
ate
you got
Eminem,
M&M?
and then no, you didn't eat like Eminem in the 90s. You ate like Eminem now, and then like ate him
I didn't
again.
just
and
I
then
didn't just
again.
eat one M&M. I ate a whole bag of M&Ms.
Yeah, for real. Like you ate the whole bag. Dude.
Yeah, that's dude. Actually, wow, that was vibrating. Whenever I go shopping at like if I'm not working, I always end up
You're a
getting
thick lady, dude.
I always end up getting a big bag of peanut M&Ms to bring home for my dad and I.
Oh, dude, I bring
and
it
we
home
have
for my
for like we just snack on them. It's the
2 hours, dude.
the thing is that if it was since it's peanut M&Ms, I could snack on them consistently. But the thing is, I'll
Right
just
down
like
my pile.
I'll go into the kitchen, I'll grab a handful, go back into my room and finish editing or whatever, or just watching YouTube videos or something like that, and I'll just every time I go in the kitchen to grab some.
So I stress eat peanut M&Ms. So like whenever I'm playing Modern Warfare, and
Yeah. I mean I want to start playing it. I want to go buy it, but I just can't justify $60 for a game that I use about.
so the online
Usually
Like-
when you're relying on other people to the
And
quality of the game.
the shotguns suck, but like the campaign's really good.
Yeah, I actually heard that the first
Yeah,
good
it
campaign.
is. I haven't
that
finished
makes
it
me
yet.
excited.
I haven't finished it yet because I'm playing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Very difficult, yeah. Isn't it the second highest?
I think it is. Oh,
8 years? I think
8
8 years.
years because I live under a rock and I'm stupid.
Sorry, I don't feel like spending money on the same game every couple of years.
I have friends.
I have friends.
Why don't you get some friends?
I do have friends. All of them have Xboxes that exclusively
of
run
them.
Halo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the old Halos, not the newer Halos. So it's like Halo Reach. I'm like, oh, we also play a lot of Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead's fun.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead Online is really.
Especially with the mutation.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you saw this. The Teen Jeopardy champ donated. He donated $10,000. Like Alex Trebek,
Oh yeah,
which is pretty fucking.
that's a good guy.
Good guy, man.
He's a good guy.
Good guy.
He's
good
good people.
guy in
He's
the
good people. I
in
like
the
that
land
guy.
of the
He makes me favorite.
in the land of the we cannot speak of. So,
Yes.
well, they already are. Can you believe that the last election?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's how
Like, that's-
terms work.
But that's how. It feels like it was not long ago, but
Well,
it was
it's still
a
really
long
fresh
ago.
in your memory.
Yeah.
I think the reasoning is because it's like you don't realize that it's already been 3 for you, 3 going on 4 for you, 2 going. Like it doesn't feel like it's been that long. So that's why it's
No, with high school, it feels like it's been. But with the election, with the
No, I feel like it's I
because
feel
of like all the bullshit of time, it's like he's done this.
Yeah, that is true. That makes sense. I haven't really paid. I've tried not to pay too much attention to it, especially just because politics in general I try not to fuck with.
Dude, I tried to write.
Yeah,
Just writes itself. You
yeah. It's
and
almost
if you
as if
can,
it's like really
it's very
cheap
hard
observational.
yeah, exactly.
Like it's like the most lowbrow observation. That's why I.
I wasn't finished right. I'm trying to write what I
Yeah, yeah.
like. I if I combined everything I've ever written, I probably have like. And it's like something.
It's not as refined.
Yeah, like if I had to do like a tight showcase somewhere, I could do like a tight 15 or a tight 12. If I needed to, if I was gonna go back on, I could do that tight 5 and like when I get that.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I don't have that like. And I don't want to go out at that.
Yeah, it's not going to be to the fullest extent.
Right.
You want to make sure that you're fully ready, fully confident. It's all set ready,
Exactly.
which too obviously is fair. You don't want to go out there and look like.
It's like in a way it's kind of like
Yeah, absolutely. It's all mental. It's making sure you have your plays down.
even open mics, writing practice for practice and then going to an open is also practice for showcases. Can you please stop clicking that fucking pen?
Wow.
Anyway, it's like practice for showcases.
It wasn't the pen. If it's open mic.
So like it like practice, 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 practice. You know, open mics are practices for these are practices.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. It's kind of similar to like going to play a show,
Exactly.
especially if you're not a headlining band. You're not Megadeth, Metallica. You're not one of the big bands who's been out there a million. Do how you're gonna do. So yeah, that's completely. Thankfully, that's why I got out of show business. Not because I sucked. That wasn't it at all. Not at all.
I mean, that's part of it. That's part of it. But like, you also got.
Yeah. Well, it takes a while for the bubble. Yeah, like you said, it takes a while for the bubble to build up, but it takes a while for the bubble to even up. Yeah.
I feel like comedy. SoundCloud rap. That bubble like filled up super quick,
Yeah,
and I
and
feel like that's
it's
getting to
getting
a
to
point
the
where
brink.
it's gonna fucking disappear.
You know what I think it's gonna.
Yeah.
Because as soon as that stops happening, you're gonna get a lot less.
When's that bubble gonna break, dude?
About the same time as Vine, I think it's gonna be another year or two. Because it just reached its
people
1
are
year.
at the app, dude.
That's one of the first apps I reached. Completely like nothing going on. Just
My girlfriend does
burn.
the same thing. The first app I reach for is either Madden Mobile or like
See, I
to be
stopped
on my
playing
phone
Madden Mobile. I stopped playing it.
or Instagram.
I try. Thing is, I only follow a certain amount of same shit over and
See, I go to the Discover page and like browse that.
because
I got a lot of like edit photo people like Marvel edits and stuff like that. Here,
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll pull it up on here. Austin will flash the. Like stuff like, you know. Oh God, I'll try to find stuff that.
Yeah, show some weird stuff. Who cares?
Here, there we go. See, it's like NFL and like
Yeah.
DC Office, UFC, Friends, more NFL, Joker, Avengers, stuff like me. You know, it's
See,
just
the problem is mine is
celebrities
tailored to a certain
and stuff
point.
like that.
Mine is just tailored to a point because of who I follow and what I end up just browsing at because it's in front of me. It's always music and it's hockey related. Those are the main two that always pop up. Which of course, those are my two passions. Those are the two things that I do with my time when I'm not working or doing this.
Yeah, what I do with my time, I don't go out and writing and
Yeah, you got that. You got that gateway now.
yeah. So when I got the
time.
Xbox, dude, when I got the Xbox, it came with a wired controller, which I didn't mind. But then I started playing, and the left trigger gets, and the left like thumbstick got. So I was able to come up on other wireless control,
Yeah,
and I was in the headphones I told you about off air too.
yeah. Turtle Beach, you can't go.
No,
I mean,
I got it on the phone.
as
I
much
sound
as
like
my
a
other.
fucking loop. I work too fucking.
Yeah. Well,
And and when I
you're
say
not
my
at work.
free time, I'm off at like when people are going to bed, I'm just getting off work.
Yeah.
Like 11:30 at night.
10 p.m. to 8 every day, Monday, Friday morning. So every day I would just be going to sleep until 6 p.m. And then on the weekends I would switch my sleep schedule. Which
Oh, I
probably
can't
wasn't
sleep
smart.
past like a. Dude, if I wake up and it's like
Well, so do I. But the problem is that if during the remodel, that the equivalent of that for me.
yeah,
But the problem is when you're working overnight and you're working a remodel, pretty much lifting shit the entire time,
right.
you're gonna sleep.
Well, when I go like at the improv, like Thursday, Friday, sometimes even Sunday nights. I don't know why Sunday night. I think it's Sunday nights. It's. I think Sunday night after work.
Yeah.
And Friday and Saturday morning and Saturday I'm at the club and stuff like that. So it's I don't know, dude. I've started to take advantage of the sleep I can get, but at this like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I block out the time I'm gonna sleep. Like I was like, all right, I'm gonna sleep from this time to this time, and I have this long to do this before. And I know it takes me this long to go to sleep, so I have to stop doing said activity at said time in order to go to sleep at
Yeah.
in order to be asleep. And like a lot of my people that I talk to, they think it's fucked up that I do that, and that I should just like when I get home from.
Yeah.
But it's like my body does not allow me to do
Well, no, because it's still in work mode.
right, and it's also because to being out, it like going to work and then going to my and
Yeah.
coming home at 2, 3 in the morning, or even like going to work until 2 in the morning, going home, staying up until like 4 or 5 because at 6 or something. It it
Your body just does. You would
Yeah.
hope that it would.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm, tired or I could fall asleep or whatever. I've had, since my accident, I've had a lot better sleep. I make sure to get at least 7 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
But I've been sleeping soundly and waking up more refreshed, but it's the fact that I've been blocking out my days to where, all right, I can only do this until this time because I feel like,
It gives you a bit more.
yeah, but at the same time, it's a little,
Yeah, no,
I feel like it's a little bit too much if it's like overbearing to the people. Like,
well, yeah,
this
because
guy
it's a little
can't,
bit awkward in terms.
yeah, exactly. It's like, I work 5 to whatever, and then, can we I'm going to go do this. And, like, I don't know, dude. I'm just rambling here. But, anyway. Oh, did you see Josh? Well, I texted you. Josh Gordon got picked up by the Seahawks.
Yeah,
I
the
know
Seahawks.
this is old news, but, like, that's nuts.
Well,
That's
they were talking about getting Antonio Brown. At least Russ wanted it.
I think Josh Gordon, DK Metcalf is like, a copy of Josh.
To a degree, yeah. I mean, I think that
He's bigger than him.
I like how
think.
Pete Carroll's utilizing DK.
I love it, dude.
I think he's doing the exact right thing for what
he's. You know what? The number one thing that he's doing right with DK Metcalf is he's fucking playing him.
Well, yeah, I thought you were gonna
because
say like
Nagy's fucking not doing that with Montgomery.
no, of course not.
And Josh Jacobs carried the Raiders on Sunday against the Lions. I'm not gonna lie to that. Like, that was a great game, but that game was all to Josh Jacobs. That game
absolutely.
was all Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs, I'm glad that he's doing well. Because I know I was talking about him because I said that he wasn't gonna be good because of his offensive line because I knew he was a talent. I'm glad that he's getting the blocking that he does. Because Saquon has to fight for his yards, and that just shows how in comparison. But Josh Jacobs is getting just enough to where
Were you watching the game?
That game was pathetic.
I thought the Giants were gonna win it.
I had full confidence that
I was watching the game for a little bit, and then like I turned it on, and what do I see? The first thing I see, the fucking cat, dude.
Yeah.
And that cat looked so feral.
Yeah, he looked fucked up.
Dude, he definitely had rabies. His mouth was like open. He was like,
yeah, he had the crazy eyes. And
yeah,
he's all puffy. He's like, dude.
And nobody said anything about it.
Yeah, it's just like,
sitting there
there's
like,
a cat.
I was like, and the play calling, by what's his name? Not Booger McFarlane.
on the are you talking about on the TV broadcast or the radio broadcast?
TV broadcast.
Who was that?
It's Booger McFarlane and the other guy.
Yeah, but the
he was
actual
like,
play-by-play caller.
Yeah, he was
that
calling
great.
it.
There was that when I saw that I was like, this is good. This is great. I love the whole cat thing.
Do you think that was actually bad?
I mean, they were winning, and then they ended up fucking losing pretty bad.
How did he get in there is the question.
I mean, it could have snuck through in a multitude of ways if it had just found his way in. If someone brought him in, then I don't know how they were able to.
Yeah, that's funny.
It was in New York, so most likely the guards
throws a cat on it. It's a Bills
fan. Right?
Or an Eagles fan.
Or a Patriots fan. But then again, why would a Patriots? Either way.
I knew the Ravens.
The only reason I didn't choose the Ravens to win is that I thought they would choke. I just felt like John Harbaugh was going to be the loser, and the play calling was good. The Patriots just weren't ready for it.
So there's
happens.
About that game, there is some controversy about what Tom Brady said.
Of course there is. Okay, if you guys don't know.
All right, yeah. So if you don't know, Tom Brady allegedly said the N-word to not the hard R, but like the associative, whatever friendly term
Yeah.
Not friendly, but you definitely
The
should.
greeting.
The greeting way, whatever the proper term is for the other term of the term is. Apparently he used that to greet Ed Reed after saying they know you're my
Ed Reed?
Yeah, he said they know you're my kryptonite, my blank, but the caption on the video said they know you're my kryptonite and they've got to bring you here.
It's something I don't remember exactly what it was, but when I hear it, it's I think it's pretty clear that he did not say it.
Can we clip that in?
Yeah, we can clip it in 3, 2, 1. So I mean, I don't think that
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell, but I just don't think that he would say that knowing a camera was right there, even if he was the type of guy to say it.
But do you think he knew the camera was?
It was walking in front of him the whole time.
Yeah.
So I mean, if he didn't know it, then that's just complete ignorance of his surroundings.
I saw this tweet that someone. Okay, he has the pass. And I was like, who gave it? I said, who gave him the pass? And they're like, he's the GOAT. He gets any pass he needs. And I was like,
okay.
But I don't know. I honestly,
it's
hard.
Think he
it's
said
too
it,
hard to tell for me to make a decision.
There's no way to make Of course, both of them are gonna say he didn't say it.
You wouldn't think that Tom Brady like that.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the guy who would say it so casually.
But then again, you also wouldn't think for child porn.
That is true.
So you don't know.
About that?
No.
Actually,
yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know
if you guys want to see it. I think did you share it on Facebook?
I did share it on Facebook.
Okay,
yeah,
go to
I
Nate's
did share
Facebook.
it on Facebook. Go to my Facebook. If you're not friends with me on Facebook, send me a message on any of the videos. I'll tell you about it. But I can't.
Don't want to disclose it on the.
Yeah. Yeah, but you kind of just you could have just left it at what I said.
I'm just saying.
And you just ruined my joke.
You also
are a fucking asshole.
You also wanted to talk about it last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but then I was like, I told by my managers that I couldn't.
Well,
so then you just fucked up my joke.
You won't talk about it.
Don't want to talk about it.
Hey, Chris, you want some popsicles?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. So yeah, that's.
Dude, I can't get over how much of a fucking gay lumberjack you look like today. You look like a gay. You look like the Walmart version of a lumberjack version of Joey Karate. Do you know who Joey Karate is?
Nope.
Don't care either. Google Joey Karate. You're gonna fucking love it.
I'll put a little picture.
Yeah, I have a picture of a screen grab I can send. Yeah, you could. Are you gonna explain the hat?
I love this hat. Actually, I was gonna mention it.
Oh, is it Billie Eilish?
Yeah, it's the Billie Eilish hat.
Okay.
I pre-ordered it when I saw him.
I thought it said Limp Bizkit, and I was gonna be like,
no,
what else do you have hanging in your yard? Your neighbors?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're the one who wanted to do the joke,
and that's not coming out. That's staying in. All right, this is going in the right direction.
Right, but yeah, I got this hat. It was if you guys don't know, Billie Eilish she came out with this hat. It's her name, but in that black metal style, that format with the logos.
Who is William Eyelash?
He has that song called
Who's Justice Beaver?
Goodfella. That's William.
Goodfella?
William Eyelash's hit song Goodfella.
Goodfella.
There you go. There you go. That took you way too long. Yeah. But yeah, Billie Eilish came out with this hat.
He said almost said Billie Eilish.
Yeah, I did. But when she came out with this hat, I was like, you know what? I like Billie Eilish.
You know what?
I'm gonna buy it.
I'm
gonna buy it.
I'm gonna buy it.
So it came in the. Normally, I try.
You look like you make hats out of people's. Or you make hats out of people.
You think that I got these luscious locks by my own growth?
Ugh.
It's like I could work.
I mean, maybe your beard pube, chin pubes, your neck, patchy.
I get my facial hair genes from none of them
Really?
can grow facial. I want to be able to grow facial hair.
It
but
looks
I'm
like
just-
you like sneezed when you were shaving your balls, and then you forgot that it looked so bad down there. You just put it on your.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're trying to roast me, but it's true. So I can't really.
I
can't
know,
really
I
fight
know.
it.
You like shave your. This shaves his balls, put the glues
I
it on
love
his
shaving
face.
my balls. Make them nice and smooth. You want to feel them?
Nah, I'm good on that. That's for you and your friends who participate in No Nut November.
Hey.
Can we talk about how that's for the people who are like not? I mean,
Yeah, it's absolutely something like that. Because if you have a significant other, you're gonna have a hard time with that.
yeah.
No pun intended, but it worked.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
no, it's
oh.
Are you fucking serious?
You know, I never saw that episode. The only thing of South Park I've seen is like a few episodes, like I don't know, Jay Cutler episodes, Kanye episode.
There's only one mention of Jay Cutler in all of South Park.
No, they bring him in as a character.
Do they really?
Yeah,
the
he's
only
got
one
an
I saw was
episode.
the Guitar Hero episode.
No, he's in an episode. Oh, I mean, there's that.
That's the only one I know of.
And then the Kanye episode, and then like a few other
Fish sticks.
ones. Yeah. And other than that, just the movie. The movie's the best thing ever.
I love the movie. The
Of
movie's
the
great.
South Park.
The video game, both video games are really solid
Stick
too.
of Truth.
Yeah,
And
the Stick of Truth is way better in my opinion than the Fractured Butthole. I much prefer the Stick of
Fractured.
Truth. No, Butthole. Not butthole. Butthole.
But
Eat your fractured butthole.
it's a fractured butthole, Mr. Garrison.
Mr. Garrison. What were we talking about?
We were talking about good remedies for shoulder pain. One I said was licking my butthole.
I don't think that would help your shoulder pain. I feel like that would accentuate
It
it.
helps my shoulder pain.
Well, that's a you problem.
No, that's a me solution.
That fuck. What were we talking about though?
Oh,
Hats. I know you were talking about
yeah,
hats.
but fuck that.
Oh.
One thing I wanted to talk about was a comedy show that I wanted to actually promote that's coming back in late this month or early next month. It's called Laughing Grass.
Okay.
It's 4 or 5 comedians. It's hosted by my buddy Alex Camp.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 parts to the show. The first part, comics do 12 minutes. They go back. A little bit of time goes by. It's called Laughing Grass for a reason. If you can put it together and you're not dumb, they come back and then they do
You
another.
fucking idiots.
They come
Can
back.
you figure it out? You dumb poopy diaper
So
bitch.
so what happens is it's called Laughing Grass. 4 comics go up, do 12 minutes each. It's hosted by my buddy Alex Camp. Find him on Facebook. More information. A lot of good stuff going on for him right now. So, follow him on there. But 4 comics go up, do 12 minutes, then they go back. They get high as fuck. They come back and they do another 8 minutes to see, and compare the two.
Yeah.
I personally have never done that. I just heard of the show today, but it's coming back late November. Check it out if you're a Chicago comedy fan. Laughing Grass on Facebook. Just a little quick promotion.
Little quick promo, not paid for. Just Nate likes to promo stuff without.
Yeah, I promo stuff without monetary compensation because
Condemnation.
like W Fragrance Collections run by
I
my buddy
swear to
Dan
God.
Munoz. They're actually some good homemade, out here in Illinois. I don't know what town, somewhere around here,
Okay.
close. But yeah, W Fragrance Collections
Well,
on.
if we're doing promo here, I'd like to promo.
See, when I do it, the more promos we do, I feel like the more inclined we are to because if we talk about certain companies, like just like the computers and how they listen to everything,
The algorithm.
will take it and
I don't think it'll really do anything. I'm pretty sure you're
people
just
will see.
you're
if
just
we-
giving free promo to
people will
from
see
a bunch of guys.
Yeah, but if they make money, then we make money
That's not how it works.
eventually.
It's not how it works.
Eventually.
Actually, I want to thank you guys, at least
Actually.
regular viewers, just because as far as we can tell, you guys have been watching a lot more frequently and a lot quicker. I don't know what it is, but looking at the difference.
Also, and we got more likes this week.
There we go.
4 and
Wow.
32 views up until this point.
That's what I'm saying. It's a big difference that I've
But
noticed. So
it's
like the regular viewers are cool.
It's also that the regular viewers are cool. New viewers, thank you. I know a couple have come up to me. Heads, welcome to the stick and poke, whatever.
What the fuck?
Do what
Okay.
you need to do. Stick your yoke.
Don't stick your yoke anywhere near me.
I mean, you can stick and poke us.
Please don't. Please no. Please don't.
Let's start
I
a
almost
campaign.
got stick and
all
poked
right?
by a semi.
All right. If we get a sponsor by the end of the year, by New Year's Eve, you have to let me stick and poke a tattoo on you.
No, I refuse.
Like something small, like a smiley face.
I refuse.
All right. Then you have to let me
We'll go get stuck and poke together.
No, I'm not doing acupuncture.
No.
Hell no.
We'll get either a piercing or a tattoo. Up to you.
I'm not doing any of that matching shit.
No, not matching. But we both just get one.
All right, I'm down. If we get a sponsor by the end of the year,
Either a tattoo or a piercing.
Listen. Please. Like, we're trying to go on adventures and shit. We were going to go to Raising Cane's on Tuesday, but I forgot to hit up Austin because I worked.
I forgot about that. I was working too.
That would have been fun. That would have been good. I want to take it where we go on little adventures and we take the clips of the thing and cut it down and then talk about it in the episode as we're talking about it, the clips
and then
of
release the full. We could also release as a.
Yeah. Or we could play it in a little background, whatever. But yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. That'd be fucking cool.
Enough with the Cartman. Words are hard. Should I talk about how I almost got hit by a semi?
Oh yeah.
So this is a
not a semi-hard penis, a semi-truck.
No, a semi-truck.
He semi-died.
So it semi-died a little bit inside. So I'm driving down 53.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
I know 35.
Okay. So I'm driving down the freeway, and for anyone, if there's no Chicago-based listeners, there's a highway that splits into two sets of 3 lanes. I was in the local lane, which was.
Shut the fuck up.
I was in the local lanes where
piece
the
of shit.
entrances and exits for the other crossing tollway are, and I'm in the middle lane. I'm trying to get around a guy in the left lane. So I'm speeding up. I have probably about 8 to 10 car lengths between the guy in front of me and myself. So I'm going to try and get around this guy into the left. Well, to the right lane, there's a tanker truck, 2 cars, and then the semi who was ending up going behind me. Behind me at relative. So I'm speeding up. I'm probably going about 70. Fuck off. I'm going about 70 or so. Now, the thing is you don't fucking cut in front of somebody when they're going clearly faster than you and you can't accelerate.
Moron!
So the 2 cars that were in the right lane go in front of me in the left lane and start braking. So I'm sitting here and I see this. I have enough time to brake. So I hit the brakes, but my back starts wiggling around and my brakes lock up. So I'm like, fuck, I can't do anything. And my brain tells me to fucking, nudge it over, try and get into the right lane, get out of these idiots' way. In hindsight, I probably would have hit the tanker. But it didn't end up happening because my tail end fucking just starts going out to towards the driver's side, towards the left lane. I go completely perpendicular to the flow of traffic. So and meanwhile, let me just add, Pat Benatar's "We Belong" was playing along.
We belong.
Yeah. So I end up finally hitting my back end catches, and this semi is still going. He's trying to brake as much as he can, but he can't stop. So I finally catch, and I'm just like, fuck it, and I gun it back into the flow of traffic. So I was probably
about. See that little timing there when you went like that? I was like,
yeah. So I was probably about a second from getting hit by like a half second away from getting hit by a semi. And he was easily going 30 or 40 by the time he would have hit me, just by how close he was when I ended up spinning, or not fully spinning. But my buddy who's driving with us, because I had 3 friends and I going to dinner.
Gang.
Yeah. So I had 1 friend in my truck with me, and then 2 in another car. And my buddy says the way that he saw it is he saw my brake lights follow him because he was in the left lane. So he saw my brake lights coming up, and then all he sees is them staying in his view when he passes me, and then he goes down the ramp. I caught up to him somehow, like no cars were in between us or anything, so that just shows the 2 jagoffs who cut me off didn't even cut me off for a reason. They're just jagoffs. So yeah, almost got hit by a truck. That was fun.
Dude, the other day I was driving the market, and I'm coming down, Dundee 3 right there.
Yeah.
So I'm coming down, coming from like Delta Air. So I'm getting on Dundee there, and I hit a slick spot, and the back end of the car like goes towards back towards the on ramp, so it's going to the left, and meanwhile the front's going to the right. So I'm literally sliding, and then I'm perpendicular to the road, and I'm sliding down the ramp perpendicular to the road. I can't get control of the car, so what do? I pop it into neutral, grab the wheel, crank it all the way.
Mm-hmm.
I finally get the wheel, like the car straight.
Yeah.
I drop it back into drive. I hit the gas, hit another slick spot, go perpendicular the other way, and then I'm like, fuck, what am I going to do? So I pop it back into neutral, hit it the other way again, popped it back into drive, and just as like the ramp is ending, I slide back in, and I'm able to hit like 35 to 40 as we're like getting on, and I just cleared like a car. Like if I didn't hit 30 with like 2 seconds earlier, I would have fucking gotten into an accident.
Probably.
But I was like perpendicular, straight. Dude, it was like a happy lizard's tail. It was fucking insane.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
As Spicoli would say, it was crazy, man.
Well, that's a fun
That
time
was
talking about how we almost
ridiculous.
could have died, both
Yeah.
of us. So now
Current events.
current events.
Let's get into some fucking current events.
Current events. What's going on in today's newsland?
So,
I thought I had cancer.
really? What?
Well, so you know how I had the thing on the back of my neck.
Yeah.
Well, I hadn't known what it was. I had it for probably about 2.5 months, as far as I can remember. It might have been there long. Thought about it, but it was probably about the size of a dime on the back of my neck. So of course I'm like, okay, we'll see how it goes. Never really changed in size or anything all that much. Never got really too bad. But finally, probably about 2.5 going on 3 weeks now. It started getting real big. Probably like, I can't really show it on the camera. I can't really give a good explanation, but on the back of my neck, it was probably about this wide, probably about, I'd say a good 3 inches wide, and 2 inches from like north-south up my neck, and it started hurting. So I'm like, oh shit. Like my dad had already known about it when it was a little bit smaller, because I told him, and we kept an eye on it. But we're both like, it didn't end up being the lymph nodes, but that was the first thing that we thought, because we obviously knew that that's where they're sort of located.
Right.
So with family history on both parents' sides of having, cancer in the family, I'm thinking this is real bad. This is like bad. So thankfully I went into the ER. What was it? What's today? Wednesday.
Yeah.
I went in on Monday. And
you texted me hospital.
Yeah, hashtag hospital time. The picture didn't end up sending through because I just. But thankfully he's just like, oh, they took X-rays, nothing was, no bone or like badness in that. The doctor was feeling around, and he's like, it seems like just a cyst. Cuts it open. I mean, warning for anyone who's like squeamish about grossness and medical and blood and all that stuff. But oh, I don't care about you. I'm telling you anyway. So he makes at first he numbs it up. He like sticks it with a needle.
I had a mole.
Yeah, I had a thing
you
on
could
my
hear him
arm
like
that was kind of
cutting it off.
yeah. Well, he didn't. He only did 2 injections, but I'll get to that. So he sticks me with the anesthetic so that I was pretty much numb on that little part. But he's like, so he injects it in 2 different spots and then makes a slice. So I mean, he's pushing on it like hard to try and get something out of it. And finally, something does. A little bit of pus comes out. Now, it didn't come out of where he cut it. It came out of where he injected the anesthetic.
Oh.
So he's like, that's not where I thought it was. So he makes the second incision. You can see the second incision on the back. Yeah. And he starts squeezing, and it's like, in probably about 10, 15 minutes worth of work, it went from being 3 by 2 to probably being about 1 by 1. Like, that's how much stuff was in. Yeah. And he starts getting towards the end. He's like, oh, you can see that this is old. Like, this is an old infection because you could see it was coagulating gunk in there, the pus and fluid. It was actually coagulating into. It was disgusting. Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I went from thinking I had cancer to thankfully it just being a cyst and hopefully doesn't come back anytime soon because that was quite unpleasant. So yeah, current events.
A woman in Iowa was killed from shrapnel from a general.
Wow.
So this 56-year-old grandmother was like, she was struck in the head by a piece of metal. So what happened was that they were the metal. It was a metal stand, gunpowder and colored powder were in. So what they did is they drilled a hole for the fuse, placed a piece of wood on top of the metal, and colored powder was laid on top of that, on top of the wood.
Yeah.
Sorry. So then they put tape on top of the entire assembly, which inadvertently created a fucking pipe bomb.
Yeah, a bomb.
And then when it went off, the piece of metal went off and hit the lady in the fucking head.
So you could say that when she found out the gender of the baby, she was blown away. So yeah, that's that poor old lady. How old did you say she was?
56.
You still got plenty of years to live. You go, Granny.
Something that is kind of like important. I wouldn't say important. Close to us. Zimmer Hardware closed recently.
Mm-hmm.
This place, Zimmer Hardware, was in downtown Palatine. It was a local hardware store. It was old and run down. It was very poorly smelled, horribly. Yeah, it was just bad. But it was like rustic and it was nostalgic, so you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was open for 136 years prior to its closing, and they were just honored. Got a farewell. It says, accompanied by David Freeman, whose great-granduncle founded Zimmer Hardware, Cook County Board Commissioner Scott Britton of Glenview used public comment time at Monday night's Palatine Village Council meeting to read into the record his colleagues passed to Rick. It says it offered thanks and well wishes to the family of Albert Zimmer, who started the hardware store. Said it's a great honor to the county would. It's a great honor the county would do that for the contribution of the business and environment of Palatine, keeping. The county resolution notes that Zimmer Hardware was narrow aisles with items from floor to ceiling and 2 obsolete gumball machines. Special services were offered, such as key cutting. I remember those fucking. Have you ever been there? You ever been there?
I think once.
So I used to go there quite often when we.
Yeah.
And I remember that I thought the gumball machines one time, and I got one, and it just turned into.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's like, have you ever tried to eat the gum out of old baby? It's the worst.
There was one time. inside of it was sticks of Trident grape. I was like, what the hell? I was like, what the hell? Like,
yeah, I would.
how did I? How?
Excuse me.
How?
Yeah,
Like,
excuse me.
How did this get in?
That's not how it works.
How?
How?
That's I think that's my new.
How?
How?
Sounds like a terrible catchphrase.
How? I got a new nickname at one of my jobs today. Ted Bundy Jr. They saw a picture of
Yeah.
like, wow, you look a lot like Mr. Bundy. And I was like,
well,
thanks. They call me Murphy, but
I got a nickname at work too.
fat ass.
Yep, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Lard.
No,
Could have gone with lard.
Chunk.
Fat fuck. Chunk.
I was gonna say chunk.
Chunk if he's been in a free.
Chunk if he's just regular.
Oversized chunk.
Chunky.
2019.
29. Bigger chungus.
McDonald's.
Hey, I don't eat McDonald's anymore. Shit's gross. Wendy's is pretty good. I usually try.
Dude, I had a double bacon.
Really?
I mean, I was sick the whole day.
Oh, well that's not an excuse. I like Wendy's. Wendy's is one of the only like fast food places that I genuinely enjoy.
You know what place I
Fuck off. Did you see last week on
why do you think I just mentioned it?
Yeah,
Why
I
do you
don't
think I
know.
just mentioned it. The bell, man.
Because you always mention
It's the bell, dude. The bell is the best.
You always
and
mention taco.
TBITB. The bell is the best. That dude.
I personally would use Tom.
I would like Tom Brady through tacos in.
You would like Tom Brady if he was on any team, but I'm willing to.
All right. No, because I like, but that's only because he's on the Lakers.
Yeah.
If Tom Brady came to the Raiders, shh. Nah.
No, I'm saying. No, what I'm saying is that if
nah.
Tom Brady was still exactly Tom Brady, and he was on any other team, like from the start of his career, and he still ended up being Tom Brady the way he is now, but he was for any other team, you wouldn't hate him as much.
You know what I'm gonna do when I get home? I'm gonna take Tom Brady and I'm gonna play Madden and I'm gonna move him to like another team.
It's not gonna change much if you're
No.
playing.
I just want to see him in another uniform.
Oh God! I mean, I've seen it. You've seen it. It's not that great. It's nothing special.
You know, why do you always have to fucking ruin everything?
I'm just saying. It's like
no.
It's
You
like saying,
I come in
you
here.
play Madden Ultimate Team. You play, and they're always in different jerseys.
I don't ever have Tom Brady.
But I just don't understand what's the difference between Tom Brady.
I
and
have Matt fucking Ryan right now.
I have since I did the what's it called last year, the solos. I have Kyler Murray. He's up to an 84 right now.
I have a 73 Matt Ryan.
Yeah,
right
it
now.
was
I
for
just
the
started playing
solos. Yeah.
But like, no.
Sorry, I had to burst your bubble about Tom Brady looking exactly the same, just in different colors.
Not just my bubble about Tom Brady. My bubble about everything. I come in here with a happy attitude.
What the fuck did I do?
No, shut up. I come in here with a happy attitude about like being positive about things, and you're like, actually, it's actually this way, and actually, it's this way, and if it was this way, and if it was this way, Tom Brady looks the same in any other jersey. Shut the fuck up.
I never said he looks the same in every other jersey. Jesus Christ.
And doesn't know it. He sees one.
You really think I'm taking you serious?
You know, they call me they call me
faggot.
No.
Well, I do.
whatever. You know what? You don't
Is this
fucking keep
entertainment
track of
for
it.
you
You
guys?
don't keep track of when the fucking camera goes off. So like,
Considering that we are good right now, yeah, I have kept track every single time.
considering that we see right there, that's what I'm talking
You're
about.
trying to
You're
call
just
me out for
combating.
something. Yeah, you're combating.
You don't
You're trying to
fucking
call
play
me out.
along. You don't play along. Like you don't
What
roll
am I
over
supposed to
and be
play along
roll
with?
over and be a little bitch.
That I was doing that when you were talking shit about me earlier. What are you talking about?
Well, continue.
No, how was that fun for me? See, you're the one who's getting all like, ah! I'm just hanging out.
Because this
I'm
is
having-
how I am. I get like this.
I'm
I
having
get
a
like
gay
this all
old
the
time.
time. Well,
In 2 different ways.
whoa. Whoa. Let's not confuse anybody here.
Hey, if a guy is willing to fuck, I may be down. Not
I'm
you.
Not
you.
No.
You get out of here with your belly eating
what's
ass.
it called? The fucking just push me off a fucking bridge, you know?
What the fuck?
So there's this fucking guy I work with, dude.
Okay.
His name's Jerry, right?
Great start to
Oh,
the story.
Jesus. I can't say that. Let me back my words up.
Well,
Yeah,
I
Jerry.
can-
So there's this guy I work with, right? His name's Larry, right?
That's
And,
not much better.
all right. So there's this. All right. So there's this guy I work with, right? There's this
His
guy.
name's Greg.
This guy's a dick, right?
Okay.
And like he's
You
obviously.
hear that,
some-
Jerry?
All right. Well, it's okay. We're gonna use his name for the story, and you'll just like blink over some like find some movie clip that like someone's name is yelling that's funny, and just clip it over
Okay.
whenever we say Jerry.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say Jerry that
Jerry.
often, but like, yeah, Jerry. No, you know what we're gonna use for it? We're gonna use. I want you to use the Rachel.
Okay,
for
we'll
it.
go.
Whenever
we'll
we
do
say
that.
Jerry, it'll be like Rachel.
All right.
So there's this guy who I work with, right? His name's Jerry, right?
Okay.
And he's some form of internet pastor or whatever the fuck he is. And I've been working for this company on and off for like. And he started at at the location I'm at. And dude, he pisses me off so goddamn much because he'll like walk in and he'll ask me to do something. I'll be like, yeah, I'll get right on that. He'll only ask me to do something when I'm in the middle of doing something.
Okay.
So it's like, all right, first of all, you're being an
Sounds
asshole.
like every supervisor.
Yeah, right. So I get angry and my mouth gets dry. My mouth is dry. Whatever. Fuck you. Anyway,
I don't think anyone was complaining.
I am. So whatever. What was I saying? So today I'm fucking cleaning ceiling tiles, right? I'm on top of a ladder like scrubbing ceiling tiles, and he was like, "Oh, can you take these 9-year-old stickers off the inside of the hood vent for the oven?" And I was like, "Yeah, how do I do that?" He was like, "Oh, you just gotta stand on the grate under the oven and like reach above the oven." And I was like, "All right, so you want me, I'm not that tall, yo."
Yeah,
The video, the camera might make me look tall.
The camera won't really show, but he's 4'9".
I'm not 4'9". Fuck you, Austin. You're 4 feet 9 inches wide. Whatever. Anyway, I'm 5'7". Anyway, so this man wants me to stand over a fucking smoking hot oven
Yeah.
with pizzas coming out of it and take stickers off while spraying a degreaser over it with the oven on.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, just turn the oven off then if the degreaser's gonna back up onto the oven." I was like, "Dude, it's 1:00 in the afternoon and we
Yeah,
work at
that's
a
not
pizza
happening.
place. That's not fucking happening."
Yeah.
So what does he do? He goes and gets a razor blade from a box cutter and stands above the oven and is like, "See, this is how you do it." And I swear to God, I was walking out today and I was thinking, how many bodies does this guy have in his backyard? Because he told me one time that he told his daughter's boyfriend that watch out because they know perfect places to bury bodies.
Wow.
2, I've seen some freaky shit on this guy's Facebook page about his pastor, about how he's a pastor. And this lady said that she was with this one guy now who was not a crackhead, unlike her former boyfriend, that she's telling this guy on the fucking internet on his profile pictures. 2, this guy's got the Friar John kind of haircut, like Friar Tuck or whatever. 3, he's a fucking annoying prick. 4, it's just like, dude, lay the fuck off. It's dude, this guy, man. And he's just like, I call him Scary Jerry.
Okay.
And like people think at my job think it's hilarious, but I was walking out of work today and I was thinking how many slaves this guy's family.
Jesus,
Yeah,
that's a bit much.
I know. The black guy at work thought it was fucking hilarious. I
Just
told him
the
at work.
phrasing.
I told him at work. I was like, dude, Jerome, isn't this? I was like, look,
Do I have to censor out his name? Oh, okay.
I was like, look, Jerome. I wonder how many slaves. And I thought that would come off a lot funnier because I told that whole story about Jerry just to lead up to that one joke because that's actually true. That all happened
Yeah.
today, and that all.
I just assume that.
No,
just
but
sounds
he's just
normal
been
to
like
me.
pissing me out. That's just
Yeah.
like a normal like.
That's what I'm saying. I
occurrence
just
with
assume
him.
that. I assume the joke was genuinely serious because I could see a lot of friends.
I just get agitated easily
Yeah.
because I'm bipolar. But like, oh, this guy pisses me off, dude. Someone told me that like when I get like older and I like leave the job, I should find out when he works and just wait him out in the parking lot and be. But then again, I realize that like I look at myself in the mirror and I look like I could get beat to shit by a bag of hay, and it's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
And also,
I mean,
you
I
just
could
said that
stab
you-
somebody, but then that'd be like a little piece of shit. That'd be like a little crackhead thing to do, and I already look like a crackhead naturally, so like I can't give into my Smeagol Andy Serkis. It's a problem.
I mean, you especially can't do it considering that you just told this whole thing on the air.
Dude, I was driving with Maria today, and she scared the fuck out of me. She was talking about the perfect place to put a body after you killed them.
Okay.
Dude, she said dude, all right, this is so fucked up. I don't know why they've never made a movie about this. She said you put them in, gas tankers with gasoline in them.
Okay.
Put that in there. Because if you get stopped by the police, they're not going to look in that. it's going to be gas.
I mean, I guess.
And then the body's going to decompose with the gas in the gasoline. And then the body's going to like the nutrients from the everything in the body, the decomposition is going to go into the gasoline, it's going to go into the pumps, into the cars, back into the air and the fuel, and no one will ever find your body. And I was like, yo, I
don't know.
Obviously, I don't think it does. I was like, but I looked at her, I was like, yo, you're a fucking psychopath, dude. Like, that shit's some fucking scary.
Yeah.
Did you see the 40 or whatever how many people were found in that trailer? And
Yeah, 39.
that's fucking
39,
crazy. And
yeah,
they found like
over in the
bloody
UK.
handprints.
Yeah,
oh
that's
my,
fucked up.
yo, it was so. Or the thing in Sweden where the people were like found in the house.
Yeah. I gotta say,
The guy he went to the bar, ordered 2 beers, and then was like, "Oh yeah, me and my 8 brothers and sisters are trapped in a house waiting for. We haven't gotten a haircut or seen a doctor in 8 years."
hey, that's strange, but you do you. I just gotta say though, this episode is very much different than the ones that we've had before. Like it's a lot less, just because it's so much. I don't think we've had a lull pretty much at all up until now, which is
it's because like
it's intriguing.
it's definitely intriguing. I'm also a little like very energetic, but it's Jesus Christ, dude.
Would that what you partook in earlier possibly be sativa?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, of course. It's a little bit of hybrid.
Oh, okay, that makes sense
but-
then.
So I did. I saw Angela Johnson for the first time actually.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, a lot of flack for this, but I didn't. She had her moments, her
Mhm.
funny moments. I
Yeah.
thought were funny.
But
She
it
had a
wasn't
Raiders.
like-
She had a Raiders joke,
Okay.
which is funny.
Yeah.
She's a former NFL cheerleader.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe for the Raiders, maybe for the Chargers. She's cute.
She's cute.
Retract that statement.
She's
good.
not cute.
She's not cute. No, she is. I mean, yeah, she's cute.
She's.
I don't want to like
She's
say
cute.
something and then like blow up in like 5 years and have to like work like to bite me in the ass. Because like I know my Twitter's gonna. I'm a comic. My Twitter back. I work in
Yeah.
show business. My Twitter's gonna come back.
Yeah.
So I don't give a fuck.
I barely.
I might as well
tweet,
just
so
start
I'm
tweeting.
good.
I might as well start tweeting pictures of my balls. Like I'm at that point.
I mean,
I got
I'm
shadow
sure
banned.
there's somebody out there that would not.
I got shadow banned for that shit about OJ.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't get shadow banned for the. I got shadow banned for the. They included the tweets I got shadow banned for was the one I asked him about the gloves and the knife,
Yeah.
and the one where I told him that he couldn't be put on trial, so just to tell us and why. But
Well,
I didn't get shadow banned for the one about mentioning my balls and Jack Dorsey.
I feel like because it wasn't directed at some.
It was directed at OJ and Jack Dorsey. I
Oh, was
said,
it?
I was like, oh, I might get shadow banned for all these tweets about at the real OJ 32.
Yeah.
But I definitely won't get a picture. Definitely won't get shadow banned for tweeting a picture of my balls and mentioning at Jack, which is
Yeah.
nice job, Twitter. And I mentioned Twitter and Twitter's.
I think it will because the way that they usually go about that is it's like it's not technically. I don't trust me. I'm spitballing on it, but
I don't think it's hate speech because I'm not being racist.
well, no, I mean not hate
Did
speech,
you
but
see?
like
Speaking of hate
attacking
speech,
somebody.
speaking of hate speech, Michael Che is under some fire for making fun of Bruce Jenner, and I'm gonna bring it up. The joke he
Anyone
said.
who makes fun of Bruce Jenner and still like genuinely any feelings towards that, one way or the other, whether it's him or someone defending or going against him, I feel like it's such old news at this point. Like, who cares? Who gives a shit now? Who gave a shit in the first place is what I want to know. Like, genuinely, but I don't know. That I don't understand why anyone would give a shit.
He said something about oh my god.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Caitlyn. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm scaled.
He called her a fella or something.
Oh, God forbid you use fella. I use dude and man all the time with my female coworkers. Who gives a shit? What are you talking about? Anyone? Okay, I gotta say, if someone is like, if someone gets offended by using an incorrect pronoun and they don't know your pronouns, that's unnecessary. And then other way goes around. If you know and use it, that you're just a dickhead for not respecting someone's pronouns. But if you're saying like, "What's up, man? What's up, dude?" and you say it to a woman or someone who identifies as woman, gender fluid, whatever, it's just a greeting. Come on now. I don't get that.
Yeah.
Why are you getting upset by a greeting? As long as I'm not saying, like, as long as I'm not using any sort of racial slur.
So he said on last week's episode of
Let me check the
SNL,
camera.
Che intentionally misgendered Caitlyn Jenner as part of a joke poking fun at Kanye's West's new gospel album and born again Christianity. So he basically, like in the joke, I remember what the joke was now. He said that Kanye's turning into like a 56-year-old white lady, and he's like, I remember, he's like, I remember the last time somebody went to Calabasas, got involved in. I remember the last time a fellow went to Calabasas and got involved in with the Jenner family, and now he's a white lady.
Yeah.
And an old white lady.
See, that I can understand people getting upset about, you know? I can understand the flack that he would get for that. That makes sense.
It says to corroborate, this is from the Daily Beast. So whoever wrote this article, you asshole. All right, you dumb, whatever. To corroborate his theory, he brought up the example of another, quote, fella who had the same trajectory and then showed a photo of Jenner pre-transition and also dead named her, which means calling her by her birth name, which she no longer uses.
Okay.
So apparently dead naming is a like a form of hate speech, and it's like, you dumb.
Yeah, that's a bit much. Well, I think that's a great note to end off on because the camera is running out of memory.
Oh no.
So we're going to end off this episode.
Look at us, 15 episodes in, dude.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Look at us. I was thinking about like what we're going to do for 100 and 500.
I don't even know. I have
like,
no
are we
idea.
celebrating like by the tens, or are we going to wait till we get to like 50?
I feel like it would be like, we could have celebrated 10, but we didn't. We just kind of glossed over it. But I feel like 15 is like, that's just a nice solid number. I feel like we need to go like 25, 50, 75, 100.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
by the
fair,
25s,
you know? Yeah, because 25, but then you go by the 50s after you reach 100.
Yeah.
So 100, 150, 200, so on and so forth.
December 22nd is our Christmas episode. Well, we're recording it December 22nd, but it'll be out on Christmas. So,
that's still like 2 episodes away, though.
Yeah, it's a few episodes away. 2. Yeah, it's like
It's more
6.
than- yeah.
It's 6 or 7.
Considerable amount.
But yeah, stick around for it if you have any ideas.
If you guys want to give us some feedback on how we're doing 15 episodes in, hopefully we have this somewhat better. And if you don't think that we're at least somewhat improved since we've done it, watch the very first listen to the very first episode.
Because we're not fucking going anywhere if you don't like it. You can fucking leave. This is my fucking house. I live here. So, like...
Yeah. Fuck you. I think the camera's done rolling. It was only at a minute. So.
All right. Bye, fuckers.
Bye. Bye-bye.